right, welcome back to Newsday. Thank you so much for staying with us. We're still taking more stories from here in Nigeria as operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ndlea, have arrested a Thai citizen at the airport in Lagos as she attempted to smuggle 43 parcels of Canadian loud into Nigeria. The anti-drug agency also intercepted UK-bound drug shipments concealed in walls of crated cartons. Arise correspondent Omo Bazwaye tells us more.
Attempt by 24-year-old Thai lady, Patahi Winomat, to smuggle 43 parcels of Canadian loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis, into Nigeria, has landed her in trouble after she was arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ndlea. The suspect was arrested at the Lagos airport after the illicit consignment was found in her boxes. According to Ndlea Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, the suspect was arrested during the inward clearance of passengers on a Qatar Airways flight from Thailand. The hired drug trafficker said the drug cartel which recruited her promised to pay her $3,000 upon successful delivery of the illicit drug consignment in Nigeria. Another bid by a drug trafficking syndicate to ship 68 parcels of Canadian loud concealed in walls of crated cartons to London, the United Kingdom, through the Lagos airport was also foiled by Ndlea officers. 3 suspects, a freight agent and 2 dispatch riders, were initially arrested in connection with the seizure before the mastermind of the shipment, Samuel Beatrice, was swiftly traced to his Exodus Estate home in Ajah, Lagos. Babafemi also disclosed that Ndlea officers intercepted 49 cartons containing 49,000 pills of Tamor, the brand of Tramadol, at the Port Harcourt Port Complex in Rivers State during a joint examination of the shipment with men of Customs Service and other security agencies. In Nasarawa State, Ndlea operatives arrested 2 suspects, Bello Adamu and Pius Azuka, at Kokuna Kefi with 517 kilograms of skunk, while 2 other suspects, Usman Ruwa and Yunusa Aruna, were nabbed in a Toyota Corolla car conveying 62.7 kilograms of skunk along Sabo Asibiti Road, Kotangura in Niger State. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.
Federal agencies in charge of illicit drug control in Nigeria will need to ramp up their enforcement to stop hard drugs from entering the country, including southeast Nigeria. This was the submission of the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, when he visited the Onitsha drug market following the sealing of some shops allegedly involved in the sale of illicit drugs by officials of the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. Our correspondent, Emeka Moye, has this report.
The Onitsha drug market is considered to be the largest open drug market in West Africa. The market was first closed down by the then Director General of NAFDAC, late Professor Dora Akunyili, in 2007 for 4 months over sales of illicit drugs. 18 years on, the market is again under lock and key after officials of the agency uncovered large volumes of hard drugs being sold in the open market.
What we are doing here is for the good of the whole nation. A few of us cannot put the rest of us in jeopardy just because they want to make money. And 2, if anybody who is not in this line is affected, the person is also paying sacrifice to make sure that the rest of us is good. As far as the whole market is concerned, the reasons why we put some measures in place has been to make sure that there is safety and there is no issue of any attack and there is no issue of breakdown of law and order.
An obviously shocked Governor Soludo wondered how the plumbing material section of the market has been converted into warehouses for illicit drugs. The Anambra State Chief Executive suggests that tracking the drugs from the border point up to the producers is key to controlling their inflow into Anambra State and Nigeria.
We need to trace this thing back to who is making it. Since has been banned worldwide, who is still, because this wasn't made here. This was brought in from somewhere, a manufacturer somewhere. You said it's India. We must be able to trace the manufacturer. And then, how did it come in? Did it come, it's not spirit, it's not air. It came through the borders, either airports or seaports. So I think there is a much wider concern that we need to get, because I worry about the health of my people.
The governor promised to establish an international standard open drug market to help prevent the circulation of unhealthy drugs in the state, and thanked officials of the agency for their efforts to rid the country of illicit drugs.
So we want to make sure that the leadership that we maintain in the drug market, that we continue to maintain our leadership in that particular sector.
Though the shops are still under lock and key due to many infractions, many observers believe that the latest clampdown by the agency is key to safeguarding the health of unsuspecting consumers. Emeka Moye, Arise News, Onitsha.